This is Oskar Schindler. Is Oskar a hero or villain of democracy? Oskar is a hero of democracy because he saved 1,200 Jews from being executed. They were going to be executed because, according to Hitler, they were not the perfect image of a human being, for they do not have blonde hair nor do they have blue eyes. This is an example of discrimination and racism. Hitler discriminated against the Jews, and Oskar still did not believe of anything that Hitler said about them. Oskar did not treat them any different than he has before. He still treated them like the human beings that they were. Furthermore, his friendship with some SS officers made it easier for him to bribe them in order to save the Jews. If he did not do what he had done, we could have lived in a world where there was no Jewish population to this very day. Oskar was born on April 28, 1908. Later in the 1920s, he worked with his father, who was the owner of a farm machinery plant factory. When he first worked with his father, he was only 12 years old, but in 1928 he married Emily Schindler. He was only 20 years old when he first married her. Their relationship caused Oskar to get into fights with his father because of his lack of cooperation, because he was spending majority of his time with his wife. So then he quit working with his father if they could not cooperate together. Throughout the years, Jews have been removed from their homes and jobs and have been deported to the ghettos. This made many businesses open for anyone to take. Oscar took advantage of this, and on October of 1939, he established his own factory. Moreover, on 1962, he was recognized as righteous among nations, and later died on October 9, 1974, in Germany. He wanted to be buried in Jerusalem because he had said, "This is where all my children are." The issues that Oscar had dealt with was discrimination, racism, and a matter of life or death. If any of the SS officers were more intelligent and were not selfish or greedy, they would have caught on to what Oscar was planning to do, and they would have killed him on the spot. I hated the brutality, the sadism, and the insanity of Nazism. I just couldn't stand by and see people destroyed. I did what I could, what I had to do, what my conscience told me I must do. That's all there is to it. Really, nothing more. This quote could have been his response as to why he did what he had did. This quote proves that he knew what was happening around him, and he knew that it was wrong. So he didn't want to be a bystander and just watch it happen and not do anything. He wanted to stop it from happening. If you saw a dog going to be crushed under a car, wouldn't you help him? This quote is basically asking, what would you do if you were in Oscar's position? Would you watch it happen and not do anything? Or would you stop it? I knew the people who worked for me. When you know people, you have to behave towards them like human beings. This quote refers to the golden rule: treat others how you would like to be treated. Thank you for listening.